So welcome to the Geek Podcast, where today we're talking about the evolution of video games.
I know how to evolution.
And I have this because I found it on my floor, and I'm like, it's in my way. Let's just throw it in there.
What is this?
No
I
one-
have no idea what this is.
No one watching can see it, Alex.
I know. I just.
You're not even gonna put a picture up.
It's a fake porn.
It's going to. I'm going to have a picture up.
It's
Here's it.
no, it's not an Eevee. It's obviously
Here.
Slagasaur.
See this? See this?
Now,
That's it. That's the video portion of today.
Why did all the dust fall off it?
Because I found it, and I'm just like, oh, there. That's where that went.
Where'd you find it?
It was under my bed. I was trying to find these.
If I were gonna say it was under like a street corner.
The drug dealer gave it to me like, hey, you
No.
want some memes?
No, how is that a meme?
I don't know.
Hey, kid, you want some Eevee? It's hot.
And anyway, that's not what we're talking about. Today we're going to be talking about the evolution of video games, starting with the NES, because we already talked about the Atari. So
What are video games?
Beanie, I don't know.
Beanie Babies?
Beanie
This
Babies.
is a video game. Cue
Now
video of
it's a
the
video game.
Okay, cue video now. It's a
I
video
am
game.
video game definitely.
I am video game.
That's a Pokemon video game.
So the evolution of video games is 2D platformers.
Let's talk about the evolution.
Better 2D
Let's talk about the
platformers.
evolution of video game bootlegs.
No,
That's more interesting.
no.
Undertale.
Let's.
Outertear?
No.
Taters.
No Undertale AUs,
Tater-
please.
Tater sauce.
Tater Twirl?
Tater tots.
Tater tots? Now I'm hungry.
Organ,
Give me food.
Okay.
Organ tail?
Okay, seriously though, like, I don't want to get into like the whole specs of these systems. That's kind of that's just boring. Like, what are some of the defining characteristics of these different genres though? Like, starting with the NES, like,
It's not a genre.
Controller.
like not
It's not a genre.
not
NES
genre.
genre.
Not
Like they did
genre.
3
I'm
genres.
I'm tired. Okay, like, fine. The
Controller.
the
Stop
era.
being tired.
The era. This era. Like, what were some of the defining characteristics of this era that make it so memorable for us today?
It was
Controller.
bad.
Controller, yeah.
It was very blue.
Computers.
They call it the console of blues.
Controller, throw at wall because of anger.
I do
I-
my 3DS.
You
That,
shovel
why
leaf
would you
blower.
go with such an expensive thing?
Leaf
I don't know. I
blowers.
threw it on my bed.
Well, I mean, like,
Still.
it's like he brings up a good point about the
Fat
control.
man.
He brings up a good point about the controller. All right, that's it. Evie stays on the table now. Right there, guarding the microphone there.
Russian bootlegs.
He's gonna block my
They got like
video
8 Mario games over there.
Okay.
If they can involve the special things about the NES.
But I mean, like the
Tetris.
Tetris.
Russian.
he-
Man.
He
made the thing.
you forget Jeff. So many Jeffs.
Jeffington the Third.
Okay,
Wait.
Jeffington III brought up a good point with
Jeffington Bartholomew the Third.
Jefferson III brought up a good point with the controller, where the NES really kind of popularized the D-pad in many people's eyes. Because if you look at the Atari controller, it was literally just a stick and a button. And if you look at some of the other controllers, like the Magnavox Odyssey, there were
Mostly joysticks.
yeah, and so the NES really brought the D-pad into the mainstream audience. And
NES.
Yeah.
D-pad. The letter D. You move the game with the pad. Go up, go down, all around.
up, down, left, right,
That's-
BA, start, select.
That's
Screw
my.
these consoles. We're skipping generations. Computers are where it's at.
We
Excuse me.
No computers.
No
before
computers.
then.
Computers.
No, we're moving to the Super Nintendo now because
We're moving
apparently
to-
everybody
You didn't talk about the NES at all.
yeah,
though.
like everybody said it sucked. So
I
Alright.
remember. I don't know it. It's,
SNES Mini. Failed product.
failed product.
I'm gonna go plug this.
I mean-
Actually, how well did that do, actually?
I think that I have one. I think it's cool, but I don't know how it did as far as like the marketing and things like that. I didn't really pay attention to that. But I mean, like the SNES.
Mode 7. 3D. But
Mozart?
not.
Yeah, it
Makes
was
you go. Makes you go.
Like
To the future.
like Donkey Kong Country. That was
That
one of
wasn't
the-
Mode 7.
Yeah, I know. I want to bring up Donkey Kong Country because of
Well,
like the
Country.
Let me
A
talk
place,
about the
an
Donkey Kong
island.
country here.
Donkey Kong head.
So
A place. A statue. Bananas.
Wait, who thought? By the way, Who thought it was a cool idea to have a Donkey Kong head as an island?
I did.
Let's talk about Donkey Kong Country. So it's a very wilderness, a very wild area.
Many bananas.
Many wild bananas.
State of bananas.
The bananas became life forms. They when every kind of Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, anything they tried to bite them, they bit them back.
I was gonna
and
talk.
ate them.
I was gonna talk more about
The
like.
banana bites back.
Banana.
But then the bananas went extinct, and then the Donkey Kong Country
That's
starved.
what the whole game was about. You gotta find bananas to save.
And
But-
the Donkey Kong Country.
I was
starved
thinking
to death.
more like control scheme and graphics about like the Super Nintendo because this kind of.
Bananas.
Yes, but the bananas looked really good. That's what I'm
No,
talking
that's not
about.
what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how bananas you're thinking right now.
Okay.
The Banana Man.
Like so, Star Fox on the.
Star Fox 3D. You can go to the future.
I
In
wish.
space.
I don't know why, but that gives me like a massive headache. But no other game similar to Star Fox gives me a headache. Like just the one on the Super Nintendo. Just
Because you're a
It's-
weak man. You can't handle it.
it's hard to see sometimes. It's like it's annoying. But I mean, like I think that
You have glasses. What are you talking about? It's already hard to see for your life.
Ha! Now I'm blind.
the Super Effects
Now
chip.
I'm gonna put my glasses back.
Put them back on, man.
The Super Effects chip
Perfect.
was this. I don't even know much about it. Does anybody know what the Super Effects chip even
The
did?
super. That was just for like the 3D stuff, right?
Yeah, but I mean, did Donkey Kong Country require the Super Effects chip or?
No, I know that Yoshi's Island used it. Had some like 3D stuff in it.
Yeah, yeah, and one of the things that a lot of people think when they think Super Nintendo and NES is like these 2D platformers, I'd argue that we really haven't had anything to this caliper made by Nintendo since. As far as, I mean, like the new Super Mario Brothers games, I don't know.
You're going ahead of time. We're in the past. That's
Yeah,
the
I know,
future.
I know.
We're
But
in
I'm
the
saying,
1790s.
I'm
We're
saying
in
that.
1992.
I'm saying, like, I think that this is like the golden age of 2D platformers for everything. And then we got like and we also have like the Genesis with Sonic the Hedgehog. That
That's
was
not a good game.
No, the original one, no. Sonic 2 was alright. Sonic 3 was man. Fight me.
It's the golden age. Everything's okay.
Everything's okay versus everything being kind of good and sometimes bad. But I mean, like, look, if you look at Donkey Kong Country and Super
Larry.
Mario World and Sonic 2 and
Super Mario World sucks.
I beg to differ. I think it's pretty cool.
It's the golden age.
But I think that I'd say it's better than now at least. But all right, well, screw that. Dreamcast time.
What about,
Nice.
what about the Mario?
All right, we gotta stop excluding. Larry, what do you have on the situation?
Who's Larry?
You.
Larry.
You are Larry.
Larry,
I'm
the
Drew.
second Bartholomew.
No.
Larry, please.
It's Larry, actually.
Okay,
Tell me the
Larry,
history of
just Larry.
Genesis.
It's Larry.
I'm Drew.
No,
Okay.
you're Larry.
My YouTube channel is Drew Crafts. And my
We're not
name-
talking about you.
Let's talk about Minecraft.
No.
instead.
Okay. It's time to talk about the Dreamcast and how bad it was.
Wait.
What
I
is
thought
a
this was about the
Dreamcast?
evolution, the good stuff. How it went from this to this.
we
Not from
we
good to bad.
We also skipped a lot of stuff too.
Nintendo
Exactly.
I just wanna get it out of
DSi, a good console that was good until a better
But
version came
Dreamcast
out.
had a Game Boy as a memory card. How can you say it's
I
bad?
did not have a Game Boy.
I have
I just want to get the Dreamcast out of the way. It's
the Dreamcast is great.
The
Dream-
Dream-
Wii is the best game
the
ever.
Dreamcast-
No,
the
Wii
Dream-
U
They
came
have
out.
Sonic Adventure. They have Fanny Star Online. They got
Dreamcast is crap. End of story.
they got Jet Set Radio. It's good.
End
Shut
of
up.
story.
Alright,
I thought that was like the
Let's
only
skip
good
the
game.
50
for
Alright,
the
years.
Dreamcast.
now that
Jet Set Radio?
now that the
Yeah.
Dreamcast
Oh, it
is
sucks.
dead
Jet
in this
Set Radio.
conversation, let's go back to
No,
the
no,
Nintendo
no.
64,
Jet Set
the
Radio.
actually good system.
DSi.
I just
You're
wanna
getting
s-
ahead of yourself
I just
here.
want to
I
say
am not. You are.
Jet Set Radio has like really good music and art.
Yeah.
But the actual
Yeah.
game is not fun to play at all.
Yeah, no.
It's very obnoxious and like hard to control.
Yeah, I was gonna say the music's great, but the
I'm
game
just gonna
Yeah.
go play
Lame.
video games.
gameplay is horrible. Why?
You can't make your own graffiti.
It's like
though,
it's
so
like
it's pretty good.
like Knights. Did it
Knights is-
have Knights?
No, that's Sega Saturn.
Oh, that's Sega Saturn.
Knights,
Okay.
Knights is a good game though.
Yeah, Sonic R is not.
Yeah, but making your own graffiti is not that great because all you're gonna draw is just a BB.
You also that's true, but you also have to use the Dreamcast controller, which is the worst controller, like one of the worst controllers ever made.
What do you think is the worst controller in your opinion?
Well, the thing is, I haven't used like the worst controller. It would probably the Dreamcast if it's the ones I've used. There's like really weird ones like the CDI controller.
Yeah, the CDI controller.
which is like a remote control
Well,
basically.
when did that even
Wait.
come out?
that was
the
like
CDI.
I'm back.
that was like before the PlayStation, but around the Super Nintendo. So somewhere
Okay.
around there.
So let's briefly discuss the
Is this
CDI and how terrible it was. Except for
Well,
the
what are you gonna talk about? You don't. know
Hotel
anything about it.
Mario. Let's
Wait.
talk about Hotel Mario.
Wait,
Is this live?
Yes.
Maybe.
Why was the Dreamcast controller so bad? Did it just have a really bad layout? Or,
Yeah.
It's just like the
or was it really awkward to control?
It's
or hold?
it feels awkward. They have like a bad stick to use.
Is it really bulky too?
Kind of bulky, yeah. There's a
Uh.
bunch of problems with it.
I'm looking it up so I can show you. There'll be a
That's
picture
fine.
on screen for
Oh,
those
yeah,
of you watching
that-
on YouTube.
The N64 controller is really bad though. But I guess it works.
Oh,
That's the Dreamcast.
that is bad.
And then there's like a Game Boy in the middle.
What in
that's the-
guacamole is this thing?
Oh, my dad has one of those.
Oh,
You know what?
That's good, Larry.
That's
Listen, it has the Game
I
Boy.
own one of those.
It has a Game Boy inside of it that
Yeah,
tells you
it's
the game
broken.
you're playing. It's
Yeah,
great.
go-
and then,
okay,
but then you look at the the CDI controller.
oh yeah. Let's see the CDI.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
there'll be
really
pictures on screen for you guys.
It's really
This is the CDI controller.
Why?
Or one of them.
Yeah, look
That's
at
a-
What in guacamole is this thing?
That's a TV
Th-
remote.
This is one of them, and then here's the other one.
But
a
yeah,
game.
but also look at that one. That's like the more normal
That one's
controller, but
better.
like,
Yeah,
why is it like that? It's like a Super Nintendo, but like one side is upper. Like,
yeah, like it's
It's
dumb.
the way of
I also
co-
know
of
that, like,
avoiding
but
one of the
copyright.
D-pads is really bad. It has like a little circle that like messes
Yeah.
with your fingers.
yeah, it's like this one. Like this is the bad one.
Which one?
This is the bad one. This is the one that that when I look at it, I'm like, what is wrong with you?
We thought this was a good idea.
I'll write a cease and desist, even though it's already happened.
Cease and desist. Your
Let's be honest. All the people in their company had to say this was a good idea, and we're doing this, right? They did that.
What is
They-
wrong with them?
But I mean, as cool as the N64 was, this is also the main controller, and I mean,
That
it,
one's.
Hey, I saw one of those in your box.
yeah. If you, yeah, you know what? Actually, if you know how to hold it, it's good. But hold up.
You hold them.
It doesn't have a great stick either. The N64.
If you know how to
Like
hold it.
I played it
Just select the
yesterday.
controller. These are okay. Here, I'll pull up a
You
video.
want me to record you?
I got it. I think actually, yeah, actually, why don't you do it? Just
You have to-
make sure it's the right format. Let me hang on. Let me see the screen. Okay, you're good to go.
Okay. Which way do you want me to record?
Sideways, please.
Okay.
Make sure the number's on the top. Down here, please. So you can see this. So the way that you hold it usually is like this, and this is really annoying. Sometimes, like if you don't know what you're doing, it can be really annoying. And this stick isn't very good right here. I don't like it, especially this one because this one's kind of loose. But some games actually require you to hold it like this, which I think is better. Although you can't use the Z button.
Some games, but it's like none.
Like Pokemon Stadium for the menus, you have to hold it like this, and then you have to switch grips, which, I mean, you get used to it eventually, but the fact that you have to get used to a controller is kind of annoying.
That like never used the D-pad for anything.
Yeah. Or, I've seen like all these off-brand N64 controllers, like this one, which I don't know if that's, yeah, this is off-brand, but like, I'm not even sure if this would be better.
You just get a GameCube controller.
Right.
It's basically just like N64 too, pretty much.
Yeah, and then, but I mean, the GameCube controller is way better. I've also been like seeing like all these like, aside from like the NES Classic and the Super Nintendo Classic and the PlayStation Classic.
Also, can we
Like-
talk about how these classic consoles are the worst thing ever?
I would disagree with the Nintendo ones because I'd say that they have their place, but they don't. They're not good, but they're not like terrible either. I would like they're kind of.
Well, I'd rather than just have like a collection on like the Switch than just have like a console that I have to like buy for like $80.
Yeah, I can see that, but I saw the
Like
Super
it's like a
Nintendo.
novelty for like the 2000s.
But I mean, like even now, like you see these like Atari Minis and these Sega Genesis Minis, like
They made those before the
Yeah.
Nintendo stuff.
yeah, I know, but I'm talking about those and like why do they exist? I
'Cause-
mean, like
I don't know, because that was like a neat idea at the time,
I mean,
and they're still doing.
are,
it for
are
some
they
reason.
are they even official like Sega products or are they just?
Some of them are, but I'm pretty sure most of them are though.
I mean, I heard from a Scott the Woz video. Yes, I watched Scott the Woz fight me. I heard that he was like, oh, certain companies own the rights to make these, and they've been like licensed out to them by Sega or something like that. And I'm not really sure how true that is because I think that they're just. I mean, if they're being sold at like Target or whatever, I can kind of assume that they're legit, but.
It can't be a fake if it's a Target.
But I mean, you wouldn't see a lot of bootleg stuff at Target. You'd see it like at flea markets and on eBay, but
Yeah, I guess so.
you wouldn't you don't really see much bootleg stuff at Target.
Right. There was this one time I was at GameStop and there was Call of Duty for the DS and it just said on the cartridge Call of Duty and then the background was white. So yeah, they have that at GameStop.
That,
Man,
Call of Duty.
that's my new favorite DS game.
that reminds me, we went to arcade at one point, and there was like Donkey Kong 2. It wasn't like
Donkey Kong, not Donkey
No,
Kong Jr.
No, it was like Donkey Kong 2, and it had like new levels and stuff.
That's pretty epic.
That's pretty real, I gotta say.
What like
A for effort.
okay.
I mean, it probably had some effort.
We
to
didn't
it.
even talk about the N64 yet, but
Well,
okay.
you skipped it.
You want to talk about the CDI and
you
how
went over
bad
to
it
the
was?
Yeah,
Dreamcast.
64.
Yeah, no, I wanted to get the Dreamcast out of the way because it's
We already got it out of the way.
good. Now we can talk about the Nintendo 64.
Why'd you go backwards? It was an evolution, and you went like back.
This is
Forward
great
and back.
evolution.
Because I wanted to talk about the Dreamcast and how dumb it was before we talked about a good console.
Okay, let's talk about a good console.
The
It was not a
N60
good console, by the way.
You disagree? I would disagree.
There's like, how many good games are there? There's like Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, and that's it.
There was Super Smash Brothers. There was F-Zero.
Kirby
Okay, F-Zero,
64.
Kirby
F-Zero, Kirby. What else is there?
The Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap. Those are
Alright, they
pretty
got
good.
Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap's alright. What
Paper
else?
Mario.
Yep, that's good.
Game that's good.
Game
That's good too.
Okay.
Game that's good 3.
That's like,
GoldenEye 007. That was.
That's not good.
Really.
Game that's good 2.
I liked it when I played it that one time.
That one time. How old are you? 1.5?
It's like 12.
Jesus. Alright,
How many games they got with 64 in the name?
all of them.
Donkey Kong 64.
Okay, Donkey
what
Kong
else?
64.
That was
Come
that
on,
was,
you
that was
gotta
alright.
name better 64
He's
games.
the worst member of the DK crew. But I'm trying to think like, are there any other good ones?
So that's like what, 7 games that are good?
But I mean, if you look at the DS, look at how much shovelware was on that.
Yeah, but also look at how many good games are on there too.
But I mean, not counting like remakes and things like that.
Every
of, like-
console has garbage on it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm saying.
But
that,
I can't. I
like,
can barely
you-
think of
you
any
can't-
good games for the 64.
Hey Alex, do you know when they transition to 2D to 3D, or you don't know?
On like in general for like games or like on Nintendo.
Yeah, what was who was the first person to ever use 3D in a game?
Well, if you're talking back all the way on like the Super Nintendo, then it would more than likely be
Star Fox or
no F-Zero because it was.
That was not 3D though.
No, but it had like
I know.
because of the Super Nintendo's Super FX chip, it had like the way that they could blow up and shrink images and things like that.
Yeah,
that would
but
be
that
like the
wasn't
map.
that wasn't like 3D though.
That wasn't like truly 3D. Yeah, 3D.
Like one of the first 3D games I can think of is like an old arcade machine that was like a 3D racer. I don't remember what it was called, but it's like one of the earliest 3D games. They
But-
came out in like the late 80s.
Are you talking like consoles or
No,
just
it was
in
an
general?
arcade machine.
Just
No,
in general.
just in general. I'm not sure about in general, but I would say that like fake 3D would be the Super Nintendo, and then real 3D would be whichever one came out first, the PlayStation or the 64. Did the Saturn come out before 64?
Well, I know that there's arcade machines that had 3D games first.
Right. And then what I'm talking about is consoles here. And so it might be the Saturn if that came out first, but yeah.
No,
arcade.
I think it was the Jaguar, actually.
Really?
Maybe.
I'm too lazy to look it up, so.
It looks like garbage, so I assume so.
But arcades definitely had the first
3D
real-
consoles are just 2Ds that move around like 3D.
But
That's
that's
my man.
3D.
No, it's not. It's
You
2D.
said it moves around like 3D, so
It
that's
it
3D.
circles a screen.
3D is just 2D, but with more numbers.
You should have said it's 2D, but with layers.
They're like
Layers.
onions, they got layers.
It's like ogres, but they're onions.
You don't think an ogre could freestyle walk?
No.
Did you know
can't-
an
I can't do
ogre?
Shrek.
Did you know an ogre could rap like Keemstar?
Please don't.
Oh, would you care to demonstrate?
Hey, now you're a
Did you
Keemstar.
not think an ogre could British rap?
British rap. Oh, yeah.
I've seen.
All right, GameCube.
GameCube. Alright, let's go.
Super Mario Sunshine.
It had a
Ocarina of Time.
It had a handle on it.
Yeah, it had a handle. Like,
I'll
why?
show you a handle.
It had Ocarina of Time.
Why did it have a handle on it again?
It
I'll show
had,
you a handle.
Wait, it had a handle?
yeah, it did. It had like in the back.
Yeah, like
Who would carry their
yeah, like,
GameCube around?
it's like, hey guys, I got a GameCube.
It's like those people with boom boxes on their shoulders just playing
Yeah.
their music really loud to show
Yeah.
off. Look at
just-
my GameCube,
Yeah,
guys.
they're just playing Melee really loud.
Super Smash Brothers
Okay, so
Melee.
we got Ocarina of Time. We got
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. That's not good, but
Twilight Princess
Now
really
this is the
late.
handle.
Twilight Princess. That's not good
Record.
either.
I liked Twilight Princess. It's my favorite Zelda game.
We got
Fight
Mario
me.
Sunshine.
This is a
I'm gonna
handle.
fight you and I'm gonna beat you. Let's see,
This is a
Pikmin,
handle.
Pikmin 2.
Pikmin was. I've never played Pikmin. How is it?
It's the best game ever. Better than Wind Waker. What else do we got there?
We had Luigi's Mansion,
Luigi's Mansion.
which is pretty good.
We got Monkey Ball.
F-Zero again.
F-Zero.
We had Sonic Adventure after the Dreamcast
There's a
died.
Green Grass.
Yeah.
There's so many good games for my fingers.
I'll
It's
use my
better than
fingers.
N64 already.
It is better than and Super Smash Brothers Melee.
I already said that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, like it's.
I didn't have seen that Harry Potter on the GameCube.
Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, they did have Lego Star Wars.
The Lego Star Wars saga.
It's a very epic
They-
tale.
they had the-
Resident
But
Evil
let's not
4
talk
is like
about
one of the
copy.
best
Let's not
games
talk
ever made.
about
They,
Star Wars.
they,
'cause
they had
get
they had The
copyrighted.
Legend of Spyro, even though a lot of people say it's bad.
They had Beautiful Joe and Resident Evil 4, which are like some of the best games ever made.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
That's a pretty good system. PlayStation 1, Crash Bandicoot.
Again, you're going back and then forward and back.
Wait,
again.
I thought that the PlayStation. No, I'm thinking. I thought the PS1 came out like around the same time that the GameCube did, but I guess I'm tripping.
You
Quick,
really?
but-
Well, what do you think the PS1 is?
I don't know.
That compared to the GameCube.
Like, I don't know. I thought that it was just. I don't really have a comparison because I've never really used a PS1 or seen anything from the PS1 aside from like Crash Bandicoot, and that's it. So.
You
I
know,
don't-
Well, what did you?
compared to...
Does it look like? Does GameCube look like PS1? What are you talking about?
No, I thought that like the game like it went like N64, like and then GameCube and PS1 and then PS2 shortly followed the PS1.
Yeah, PS1 existed for 1 year and then it went to the PS2.
Compared to the GameCube, the PS1 had some really bad games, like that one Harry Potter game.
No,
and no one remembers that.
That Harry Potter game for the Game Boy was it Game Boy or Game Boy Color.
It
There's
was
like one for Game Boy Color.
like there was like
Yeah.
How far back we going?
Harry Potter and the
We
Sorcerer's
should
Stone.
stop
like,
going back. We should go forward, like the DS.
The Wii Fit. We should go to the Wii Fit.
The Wii Fit.
We'll,
Got-
we'll get to the Wii Fit once
Make
we
sure
get
to call
past
my number
PS4.
1-800-WeFit.com. Get
Wii
your
Fit
Wii
made
Fit for
me a-
Get the
$8.99.
Wii
The
Fit
Wii-
Classic.
The Wii Fit made me more fat and I love it for it.
what about the? Okay,
Wii
what
Fit's
about the?
diet is
Seriously though, like
Cake.
what about the PS2? Did anybody like the PS2? I mean, it lasted for a long time, but
I
the-
never played a
PS2
PS
had
game.
like Metal
Well,
Gear
actually,
Solid
I have.
2 and 3 and had
But
like Shadow
I
of the
barely-
Colossus. It had a lot of good games on it.
I've
Okay,
never
yeah,
used a
I didn't know it
PS1 or a
lasted for a long
PS2.
time, so I was wondering, am I should just-
Yeah, like I said, it lasted until like 2015.
Yeah, it was
Like towards like when the PS4 was becoming a thing.
Yeah, that was. Then again, the Wii's still around. They made Just Dance for the Wii, so.
Did they? Or
Just Dance 2019 is on the Wii.
is
So,
it?
Yeah.
No, it
The
can't
Wii's
be.
still a thing?
Um,
No.
Still-
They wouldn't do that.
They
Yeah,
got rid of
look,
the
here.
Wii U, but kept the Wii.
Like,
I guess.
Okay, maybe they put it on the Wii Classic, maybe, but that doesn't really make sense
Dance.
because it's not supposed to have new games on
Just
it.
Dance 2019. And you've got the Switch, you've got the Wii U, you've got the Switch, Xbox. Okay.
Well, it's on the Wii U. That's weird
Just
enough.
Dance Wii.
The Wii U.
Just Dance Wii, right there. By Ubisoft. Sold by Ubisoft.
127 reviews? People
What?
still use their Wii
I just-
and to play Just Dance
I
2019.
just love the
They,
dance.
they just
Wii remote.
they did it with 2018 as well, but like they just want to listen to Despacito on their Wii.
And they always have like music from like
What?
when the Wii was around, like 2006. It's just the same music.
You know, the PS2 was one of the best consoles because it was one of the first consoles to have Tony Hawk Skater on it.
It was the first one
Skater
console
I
to
think
feature
Skater
Tony
Boy.
Hawk
I
mechanics.
think
That
the
one-
dual.
that
I
one
like the
related
PS2
boy.
controller a lot.
The
I-
PS2 was the first console to introduce Tony Hawk mechanics to its own system.
The worst
If-
physics in the
If you
world.
if you set the date to his birthday, Tony Hawk appears on the title screen of the PS2 and waves at the camera like hello.
I think
Epic.
I have a lot of nostalgia for the PS2 because I played it quite a bit as a 4-year-old kid. But I still play The Legend of Zelda. He and I played Justice League Heroes, which was a video game.
It was an experience.
Yeah.
It's an experience.
Um,
right?
What?
Who you what?
Exactly. There was
You wouldn't play who?
Need for Speed. Does anybody like Need for Speed
I-
still?
I played that
I
on
remember.
mobile once.
I've
On
played it.
mobile.
That's So you didn't like it.
I
It was okay.
I played
For
the
mobile.
Need for Speed Undercover on the Kindle for the longest time. It was dumb. But
Playing Need for Speed made me want to it made me put me in a state of it's the end of the world. I'm scared.
Need for Speed Carbon was good. I mean, that's the only one that I've ever actually liked. But
Actually, now that I think about it, playing that one Spyro game, the one that was a co-op thing that was on the Wii, that
Oh,
put me in
no.
a weird state where I was like,
that was the
am
third
I
one in
about
the
to
Legend of
die? Is
Spyro.
this the end of the world?
That-
I went away from the game and I was like, I went to my mom and was like, is everything okay? It was
And then
weird.
Well, now that we're talking about the PS3, let's do the PS3 and Wii.
I was talking about the Wii.
No, that was you said it was on the PS3.
I said Wii.
Oh.
You said Wii.
Well,
You said PS3 because you want to talk about it.
I thought it was on the PS3 too, but it was the third one in the Legend of Spyro series.
Well, I never heard of the PS3 too.
Cool, though, right?
3.2.
The PS 3.2. But
They've been remade 3 times.
Wow.
This Legend of Spyro series has really been. I think the first one's the only good one in my opinion. But then again, that's the one that I've got nostalgia for, so I probably shouldn't be talking.
What about
But-
this new Spyro?
The Reignited trilogy, we're gonna get to that, but it's good. The PS3 and Wii, they were okay. The Wii had so much more shovelware than I would have liked, but if we're gonna talk about the Wii, we have to talk about Mario Galaxy.
We don't have to.
You know.
We can skip that, actually.
Okay.
Let's talk about Skyward Sword.
I've never.
You like
Skyrim.
I've
Skyward Sword.
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
I've played Skyward Sword once, and I was an idiot kid, so I don't even remember it.
I remember getting
Wait.
Skyrim on the Wii, and it wasn't very
I've never
good.
played it.
Is that the one with the side quest where this guy wants to write a letter to his crush, but you can put it in a toilet?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, was that Twilight Princess or was that?
I thought that was Skyward Sword.
That was,
don't remember.
that was Skyward Sword, yeah.
What?
That's the only thing I know about.
The only
There's a part where you give a guy steroids,
the
and he's like, I'm strong.
the Skyward Sword
And then you smash.
controls. I mean,
I don't
if
know.
you're
Falls
gonna
apart.
if you've got an open space, a big open space, I mean, and you're really into it, I guess it can be fun, but
No.
kind of. But on your
Because the
couch.
game takes 5-hour cutscenes, and you can't skip.
No, but I mean I'm talking about the controls.
It's not great.
I'm saying if you were super into it and you're an idiot kid, then yeah. But
I played
if
it
you're,
and I didn't like it.
But
And I was an idiot kid.
I played it when I was an idiot kid, and I thought it was okay. I should probably play it again and be like, is this Princess any good. From what people said,
you have to have very much patience and not be bored if you're gonna play that game again.
yeah.
I
Then again, I was able to.
So I'm not-
I tried playing that game recently, and I just got so bored by the beginning. I just stopped.
Then again, on my April Fool's video that was supposed to be Fortnite, but it wasn't. I sat through the entire opening of like Twilight Princess, so, like all that reading. I didn't care because I don't care. I mean, considering somebody who like sat through the lines and lines and lines and lines of dialogue that Cyrus had from Diamond and Pearl. I mean, I don't know. I don't really care about stuff like that. As long as it's not like 90% of the game.
I really hate.
You know, there's this one game on the PS3 that I kind of just have. I think it's Skylar's game, or my sister's game, but it's called Akami HD, or however you pronounce it.
Akami Gatekeep.
Okay, Akami Gatekeep. And the opening is 20 minutes long of just reading.
It's also,
And then the gameplay is so boring.
do you guys ever notice that when you have to play as a wolf in a game, it sucks?
Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game's
Yo,
not
man,
good.
yo, man, you're about to
I
be
made,
a
I made
wolf?
plenty of Twilight and
Epic.
Teen Wolf jokes in.
What?
I made I made plenty of Teen Wolf jokes while playing that. It was interesting if you make fun of it. That's
Well, you can say that for anything, though.
well, I mean that's why Hotel Mario and stuff is so popular.
Sneeze.
Bless you.
No.
Sorry. That reminds me of, like, I saw this one post on Tumblr that was like, don't
Okay.
call me a beautiful woman. I was not born beautiful. Do not call me that. That's offensive. It's like, okay.
That's offensive.
like everything
Call
about
me-
everything about the shovelware on Wii was offensive.
You say you're gonna marry me? Stop saying that. That's offensive. You're lying.
You like me for who I am? Get out of here.
You calling me fearless? You're fearless. You're calling me that. That's offensive.
You're
know?
calling me Furious 5?
Furious.
That's
Need
not
for
offensive.
Speed? Need for Speed?
You call me fat? You call me like
Fast
I can
and
do
Furious?
something?
You calling me
Can we
Vin
talk about
Diesel?
Sonic 06 for a second? That's
No.
real offensive.
No. Let's
Okay.
talk about Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
We've
You
been
saying
to the
Pokemon's
PS3,
cool?
we've been to the GameCube, we've been to the N64, but now
We've
it
been
is
to the
time
DS.
for Wii Fit!
We
Wii
Fit!
Fit!
Yeah!
Wii Fit!
For chair.
Wii Fit!
Wii Fit.
It had a
For
total of
89
one game on it!
$9.99. Get a Wii Fit.
Wii Fit!
Wii Fit.
There were certain games that did use the Wii Fit balance board though.
I know
it had a
that-
total of one game!
That was like Punch Out, right?
Yeah, like that was Punch Out. Like it was like Wii Fit and Punch Out.
Also, there's Wii Music that used it too.
Wait, Punch-Out is a boxing game?
Yeah.
You really did not need the Wii Fit board.
No.
No, you didn't.
It's
Need
pointless.
Wii Fit for
It's
it.
pointless.
So the thing is that you had
It's a
like
stool.
you had the Wiimote, you had the nunchuck, and then you had the Fitboard, and then you had a little thing you put in your middle like a belt, and you use that so you can feel the fat, and then you use to block.
It's just a
Feel how
board.
fat you are.
A stool you step on.
You step on it like
You also have to put the
It's
VR
your
glasses
ex-wife.
on, so you can feel like you're a real boxer
Okay.
man. And then you had to put Wii Music on and play the drums.
That, oh my.
In the middle of the boxing.
I remember at E3 there was this one Nintendo conference, and this guy, they were showing off the Wii Fit. It was just this guy on the
My
Wii Fit
body is
playing
ready.
bongos.
On the Wii board, like
Well, no, Wii Music was a total disaster.
Wii Music, I don't remember anything of Wii Music.
That music-
No one's even talked about it.
that game sucks, but I had a lot of nostalgia for it, so I kind of like it in a way. It's not a good game at all, but
It's not
I
a
don't-
good.
I don't mind it.
That's how I feel about The Legend of Spyro. I know that people don't like that game, but that was
What
on
is
Wii
this?
too.
There's this thing where it's like bad games, but they're really fun anyway.
Yeah,
Like Sonic
they're
Adventure and
fun.
stuff.
$60 well spent.
it's
I'd say so.
I really
just like
didn't
Just
enjoy
Dance
this game.
2019. That's on the Wii.
Oh yeah, let's get hyped up. It's on the Wii, guys.
It's
Let's
got
go.
the-
I got
And now
this.
it-
I got
and
this
it-
$120
Wii
game.
Fitboard function.
As Wii Fit board, that belt, and the all that stuff from Punch Out, like all
VR
that.
glasses.
I got this $120 game. The gameplay was crap. The story was somewhat good, but probably not good.
You're talking about Wii Fit?
No,
just
The
Just
Wii
it.
music story.
You talking about Deadly Premonition?
we
Yes.
just gotta listen to Despacito on our Wii.
Can we talk about Deadly Premonition?
I don't
What is
know.
that?
It's basically a guy wanted to make a Twin Peaks game, but he couldn't get the rights, so he just made it a ripoff. And it's like it's really funny, but and it makes it kind of fun.
So
Wait, did we play that
if he
one
couldn't get
time?
No,
If
No.
he could,
I don't own it.
If he couldn't get the rights, does that mean that it also had poor voice acting because he couldn't afford good voice actors?
Well, he couldn't get the rights. I think it's just because like the guy
Alright,
that owns
alright.
Twin Peaks is like crazy.
Okay, so he couldn't get the rights. He could buy it, but he just couldn't get the rights to buy it.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about my Pokemon Ranch for a minute?
No, you never played that game.
Oh, Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Why'd you
Ranch?
smack my Eevee?
Yeah, that was a weak
That's animal
thing
abuse.
that
No
Scout,
Pokemon.
our sister, got, and like you just put a bunch of Pokemon from your DS, one of the DS games on it, and just have them like, just put them in cans and blow them up or whatever.
I've seen it,
We
but
don't
it
even
seems so
listen. We don't even need to talk
It is
about like
boring.
the
It is
games on like the
boring.
DS or whatever because we all know that those are pretty good.
All right, you know.
Except for Sun and Moon. Fight me. I hated Sun and Moon.
That's not DS. That's 3DS.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like all the DS and whatever, like the
what
whole.
about Ultra Moon?
What about
Those.
Mars?
I already told you. Sun and Moon, bad. Fight me. I don't care.
Even the
What
Ultra
about-
Moon and Sun?
What about Green Pants and Red Pants?
Team pants.
What about Ultra Moon?
Okay,
and Ultra
now-
Sun?
Let's talk about Heavy Rain. Let's
Not
talk
Sun
about
and Moon.
let's talk about
Okay,
Jason's
no,
son.
we gotta move on. We gotta move on to the Wii U because
You know what?
obligatory Splatoon reference.
We're talking about
Okay, so we talked about the consoles, but we haven't really talked about the games themselves and how they changed over the years. You know,
that
Yeah.
takes too long.
Takes too
We can
long.
talk like.
We
there
can
were-
just say what they added, what they did, something.
No.
What they didn't.
I know
Tony
how to
Hawk
finish
added
this off.
wheel function.
I know how to finish this off. I know how to finish this off. We need to talk about the most greatest, most bad, most good, most horrible console in the universe.
Philips CDI.
VHS console
What's that?
2019.
What's that?
Uh,
Again.
The VH.
Okay, we should really we should at least we should at least-
VHS. It's in the not video game, but it's a video player,
Well,
but it's actually
we should-
a video game.
we
player.
should at least touch on like the Xbox One, the PS4, the Switch. Like we should.
No,
We
No,
don't need to touch on the
this is it.
PS4. We don't
Nothing.
need to touch
Nothing
on
happened
End
on
of
the
podcast.
Xbox.
Nothing.
End of
It just had a
podcast.
bunch of exclusives.
Next.
World exclusives.
They have They have Halo, and that's it.
They have Halo, but Halo recently got ported to Steam. You know, the whole trilogies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
the
what
whole
else- what-
game. So
What else is on the Xbox? Fable. That was kind of like
some exclusives maybe.
Like
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
they had a bunch of exclusives at first, but then they all
Assassin's
just
Creed's
got
on
died.
PC.
and then they either
On the
died or.
first
This is
game.
why PC is the best console in the world.
Because it has everything.
It has
Except The
everything.
Last of Us.
Well, Last of Us, yeah.
And no, well,
Last of Us.
no,
is
that's
okay.
Mario.
Listen, computers are getting Heavy Rain now, so it's good.
They are?
Yeah, they're
We're
getting
gonna
Heavy
end this
Rain
on
and
the-
I don't-
we're gonna
Beyond Two
end this
Souls
on the
in
note.
Detroit.
I don't
All
know.
the great-
Somehow
all the greats.
I was somehow able to purchase Sonic Generations on my computer. So I mean,
Well-
I guess it's okay.
Getting games on computers are hard.
So how should we end this podcast?
The title is Controlled Chaos. Okay, bye.
Nothing
Okay,
happened.
bye.
Recording again. Talk about the Wii Fit.
Oh, we're
No,
done.
there's no one here.
The Wii
Alright,
Fit was the
everybody.
greatest console.
Alright, everybody.
For anybody who says otherwise,
Oh yeah, the
yeah,
Wii Fit. The
I'm
Wii
not
Fit's
a real
good. The Wii
gamer.
Fit is great.
The Wii Fit taught me how to play the bongos. It was one of the
The Wii
greatest.
Fit taught me how to be a man.
The Wii Fit, you could,
It taught me how to do the good things.
The Wii Fit
Wait,
had
wait,
Wii
wait,
music.
wait,
The
wait.
Wii Fit also had High School Musical music.
The Wii Fit helped me lose 1 pound over the course of 10 years. Hell yeah!
The Wii Fit had
Sit down.
it had Lady That Makes Me Feel Good in the
I got done
game.
talking.
It had Man That Made Me Feel Good. It had Wii Fit Board That Made Me Feel Good. They got a lot of things going on Wii Fit Board, and
No.
it had Old Man That You Can Be Fat With. They had seen a Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings board game that you can
Nobody
download
paid anymore.
digitally with your
It's
eShop
already paid.
card
There's no more
and your real life memory card and Visa credit card and end this podcast now.
The new title is We Shit!